In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, all of us do have certain problems. All of us do have certain problems, troubles, difficulties in our life. And we remain eager to get rid of these, to overcome these. We remain desperate and eager to overcome these problems, troubles, and difficulties. Dear friends and fellows in Pakistan, how to do that? How to do that is something really difficult to tell, but still not as difficult if at all we believe that we can do that. I shall like to put forward another example, and this example is actually nowadays, or maybe from the very beginning, people are found complaining about the price hike, about the inflation, about the things getting, the prices of things getting out of our reach. People are moaning and groaning about it. Sometimes this moaning and groaning gets intensified, but this is continuing for the past maybe many centuries. Now, as for the people who are expert in this field, how what do they advise about it? You will say that was talking about solving the problem of our daily life, our life, and now I have started talking about the price hike. On the one hand, this price hike is also a problem of many, most of the people. Also, that once we do talk about it, once we do speak about it, then it will become relatively easy to talk about the rest of the problems in a better way. You know. Now, the expert in the field of this, economy, they are found saying that on the one hand, we need to curtail the unnecessary expenses. We need to curtail the unnecessary expenses on the one hand, and on the other hand, we need to increase and generate the income. We need to create new sources of income. We need to enhance our earning capacity. We need to reduce our unnecessary expenses. This is how we can overcome the trouble of price hike, the inflation, the prices of things getting out of the hand. Dear friends and fellows, the same applies as for the rest of the problems and the troubles in our life are concerned. It is many of the people will say, what is the connection between these two? There's a very big connection. What is this big connection, by the way? The big connection is that the solution is of the same type. The solution of both is of the same type. So that is how the two of these are connected. How the solution of the both is of the same type. First of all, we need to stop, creating problems for we ourselves. You will say, how come do we create the problems for we ourselves? It is a bitter fact, it is a bitter reality that many of the problems are self created problems. Many of the problems are self created problems. Not only that we do create the problems, rather we do intensify these problems as well. We do increase, due to our irresponsible or ignorant attitude, we do increase the depth of these troubles as well. Because of our mishandling, because of not preparing well, not preparing in a cool minded state, not discussing it with the wiser people. Once we do it in a haste, without proper consultation and preparation, not only that we do create the problems, rather we do intensify the problems which already exist. Okay, so we should stop creating the problems, we should stop increasing the depth of the problem. This is first half of the solution, and the second half of the solution is to increase our capacity. To increase our capacity, how to increase our capacity? By the way, increasing our income is also a very important way, a very important way to increase our own capacity. Not only this thing, rather we need to socialize with the people as much as possible. We need to look upon the people who do contest elections on a regular basis. The people are for battling and handling the problems, in handling the people. The people who do contest elections on a regular basis, look upon the lives of these people. These people are actually far better in handling the other people and solving the problems. Why? Why? Because these people are found interacting with the problem. The people are marketing themselves. The people are trying to gain the influence over the other people. Upon listening this, my viewers will say, how can we contest elections? Because it needs a big amount of money, which we don't have. Obviously, we cannot. Each one of us cannot contest election. But what we can do is that we can support any candidate which is who is relatively better, who is relatively better in character. Let's start supporting those people and let's start socializing. Let's start doing the welfare work. Welfare work, not necessarily, not necessarily, by consuming the money which we don't have. And but there are certain other ways as well. We can start participating by giving a little bit of our time. So there are many ways to increase our capacity actually, if at all there is a will. Now look upon listening to other people, mean knowing it from the other people, discussing it with the wiser people in the society, with the with the intelligent people around us, with the intelligent and experienced people around us, with the wise people around us. We can discuss our problems and troubles, that how can I get rid of it, how can I solve it. This is so we can increase our capacity. Also, we can listen to the lectures available on the smartphone, upon the computer. We can listen and we can learn how to increase our capacity, how to become a more effective person in the society. How can we solve a particular problem? So, all sort of advice is available not only on the smartphone, rather we can discuss it with the wise people, with the intelligent people in the society. And this is how we can increase our capacity. Today we have talked about how to solve the problems in our life, the solution of economic problems as well as the solution of the other problems. The two of these are similar and not different from each other, not much different from each other. Rather, there are lot of similarities between the solutions of these two types of the trouble. So life is not as difficult as we do think, as most of the people from us do think. Life is relatively easy. Let's try to learn how to live our life. Thank you, Jazakallah.